Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Was Trained by Itachi Part 3. Last time we left off with Team 7 meeting up for the chunin exams, and they were heading inside. Of course, the Genjutsu was easily dispelled by Naruto, as Naruto saw through it instantly with the Sharingan, even though he hasn't got it activated yet. Naruto could sense it, and because of him being such a good Genjutsu user himself, since he has Shisui's eyes as well, he just helped him a lot more. And anyways, now Naruto being way stronger than, Sasuke being way stronger in this What If, wouldn't accept Lee's, attempt to fight him, as he didn't see Lee as really an opponent for him. He didn't want to look down on Lee, but it was just a fact that he's way stronger than Lee, and he knows that himself. Naruto knows that if Lee fought Sasuke now, he'd probably lose, as Sasuke has now the third Tomoe in his Sharingan. And anyways, Team 7 would then go on to actually easily pass the first part of the exam, as all three of them would be able to get 100% or be able to pass it. I can't really remember the specifics of the chunin exams, but I vaguely remember. It's been like a year since I watched Naruto or rewatched it. Yes, I've rewatched Naruto many times, and not the full thing. I wouldn't watch the full thing once again after all the scarring I've been through, since I had to watch it when it was airing. So I had to watch every single filler. Well, not all of them. Sometimes I missed episodes, and I was glad that they turned out to be fillers, but some were good anyway. Now, of course, goddamn cars, glad it's 1 a.m. Allow it. Anyway, Naruto would, Team 7 would go on to the second part of the exam, and here they would get the Earth Scroll, and they would have to find the Heaven Scroll. Once Naruto actually goes off to do his business for a minute or so, this was enough time for, Orochimaru to attack both Sakura and Sasuke. Here they weren't paralyzed by the fear of Orochimaru, as they actually trained hard and they were ready for anything in the chunin exams, even though this was very different from what they were expecting. Of course, they tried fighting. Orochimaru would actually have an easier time getting the curse mark on Sasuke, as Sasuke would attack recklessly for the first minute or so of their little fight. As Naruto was trying to get to them, he sensed their chakra spiking up, especially Sakura, as she tried to do one of her strong punches and shattering the ground. She shattered the ground. As soon as she did, Orochimaru let go of Sasuke, and Sasuke was already on the ground, fainted, as he couldn't handle the power that was within this bite. And anyways, now Sakura tried to heal him, as Naruto appeared out of nowhere and said he apologized for being late, and he glared at Orochimaru, giving him that stare that he's not getting away with this. Anyway, Orochimaru actually was amused by how Naruto was just staring at him, and Naruto then speed blitzes Orochimaru. Yes, Naruto was able to speed blitz Orochimaru, as his training, even though it's been mostly mental training, he did train a lot. First day he actually was able to connect himself with the Nine Tails, and he was able to do something with this power, with this connection, but the rest of the 2 weeks he couldn't, so he focused a lot on his speed. As the speed, if you have enough speed, you could speed blitz anyone and could end the fight real quick. Naruto speed blitzed Orochimaru. He wanted to kill him there, however, he wasn't able to kill him, as Orochimaru would be able to dodge Naruto's attack pretty swiftly, and Naruto had no chance in actually killing him, as there is no way of Naruto killing Orochimaru that quick. And anyways, once Naruto, he did get a pretty good blow on to Orochimaru, as was able to cut or Orochimaru or slice him through the chest or across the chest. That's a better way to put it. And of course, Orochimaru would actually jump back. He was startled by Naruto's speed. He wasn't expecting a Genin, especially uh, Naruto, as from what he's heard, Naruto would have disappeared for a few years and then came back out of nowhere. And he wasn't expecting Naruto to be this strong, especially because he didn't expect Naruto to even train while he was gone, as this is not normal powers that even a shinobi should be able to achieve at this age. Even he wasn't, or even Jiraiya wasn't able to. The only person that you could imagine, be this fast at this age would probably be Minato, but of course that's completely different. However, once he's looked at Naruto properly, of course he's seen something. The blue eyes, the whiskers, the immense amount of chakra that he felt. Uzumaki, of course, Naruto is called Naruto Uzumaki. This kind of gave away, Naruto's true identity to Orochimaru. And anyways, now, of course, Orochimaru realized that this is the son of the full Kage, or the son that the full was expecting, and he knew because he found out. Of course, nothing can be hidden from Orochimaru. Let's be honest, he finds out about anything. And anyways, now anything he wants to know, he will find out. And anyway, Orochimaru decides to escape as Naruto was about to blitz him again, and he did blitz him, but he blitzed Orochimaru's clone. He wasn't able to fully actually get Orochimaru. He was able to still, hit Orochimaru's clone, but anyways, he wasn't fast enough this time to get Orochimaru properly, as he didn't have that little bit of that rage boost, or what I would call it, as he was kind of enraged at himself for not being there for his team when they needed him the most. And anyways, now Naruto would now go on to actually help Sakura take Sasuke to a nearby tree, and they rested up, as Naruto actually wasn't tired at all. In fact, he only was able to get one little blow onto Orochimaru before he escaped. Orochimaru didn't want. He knew that this body that he's in, wouldn't be able to handle a fight against Naruto, as Naruto seemed like he had the power of a Jonin right now, and Naruto, he has the mentality and strategy of a Jonin. However, Naruto, he has the power to. However, he's not there yet, as I'm not sure how to put this in. Like, his powers are Jonin like, however, he can't utilize everything like a Jonin. Yeah, he's not efficient in everything. Some things he is, but some other things he's not. And anyways, now of course Naruto would now go on to finish. Naruto would then go on to fight the Sound Trio, as they would get annihilated. Sasuke would wake up and try to punch Naruto. However, Naruto literally held onto his fist and just shouted into Sasuke, to Sasuke to wake up. And Sasuke, remembering his friend, his comrade, and someone that he trusts. Yes, he trusts Naruto, and so he actually regained consciousness, and the curse mark actually went back in. As it went back in, Sasuke went back to normal, and Sakura was relieved that her two teammates wouldn't have to fight. But anyways, now Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura would have the Heaven Scroll now, as they had the Earth one already, and they would go on to find the tower, and in the end they realized that they have to open the scrolls, and Iruka came out. Naruto did tell him about Sasuke having something on his neck after being bitten, apparently, according to Sakura, by this other Genin or whatever, some really weird guy or woman. They couldn't really tell, even Naruto couldn't. And anyway, now, of course, Kakashi would come to find out about this, and he told them that he would actually take care of it, but he would have to do it after the preliminaries. The preliminaries was announced as there were way too many Genins this year taking part in the chunin exams, and it wasn't going to be it wasn't going to be a normal chunin exams. since there's way too many people, as I said once already. And anyways, of course, Naruto wasn't really he didn't really care how long it would take. He would still go through it. It doesn't matter to him. And anyways, now of course, Naruto and Team Seven would go on to the preliminaries, and this would go as usual, except for this would actually go pretty normal. As here, I'm going to make it so that Ino found out about Sakura's immense growth in strength and ability, so she decided to actually train a lot harder, like intensely, and she was able to become just as strong as Sakura. Not strong as in strength wise, because that's pretty much impossible. As Sakura has near Jonin level punches or strength in her punches, so she could actually one shot Ino. But Ino's Ino's ability to use the mind transfer jutsu, her bloodline ability, just makes her such a high level opponent, which in the end it was a double knockout, as they were both exhausted. And remember, Sakura may be strong, but she's mostly a medical ninja, as I've stated before. And so in the end, Hinata gets annihilated, and Naruto promises Neji that to show him that even if even outcasts or even weak people can become strong, hard work and hard work is can help others, and fate doesn't decide one's destiny, or destiny doesn't decide one's fate. I can't remember properly, but anyways, he does his little speech, and he does his little oath. You know how he, I think, or his blood oath thingy. I forgot. Really, I forgot most of the things that happened in the tuning exams. But anyways, now I'm pretty sure you guys understand. And anyway, now of course the 1 month training would come about, and Naruto would go on to train with Jiraiya. Jiraiya would actually find Naruto here, and he was actually summoned by the third Hokage to train Naruto, as the third actually knows that Naruto could really benefit from Jiraiya training him, and Jiraiya was more than glad to train Naruto, as he was meant to be in Naruto's life from the very beginning. He's the godfather, and he hasn't been there for Naruto, and he wants to somehow repent for what he did, as because he wasn't there. Naruto, he does know that Naruto escaped the village for a few years, and or ran away from the village, ran away from all the problems that he had in the village, and he blamed himself for it, and he wanted to make up for it. Once he met Naruto, he took him to Ichiraku Ramen and wanted to apologize to Naruto, as he wouldn't tell Naruto who his parents are yet, as he told him that he will only tell him when he shows him that he's ready to know, and he's more mature. And of course, Naruto understands that Jiraiya isn't willing to tell him yet, but he tells him that he is his godfather, and his parents entrusted him with Naruto, but he wasn't there for Naruto when he most needed him, and he apologized for it, as he felt responsible for many things that happened to Naruto over the years. And anyway, now, of course, Naruto accepted the apology, as it didn't really matter to him, as he actually grew a lot thanks to this chance that Jiraiya gave him unintentionally, of course. But anyways, now of course they would start their 1 month training, and here Naruto would learn a lot of new things. He would learn the Rasengan. I'm pretty sure he already learned it. I actually recorded this wife a long time ago, and anyways, I said in my first part, I said a month ago, but it's been a month since I recorded that, and that was a month after my my latest upload, or my second latest. And anyway, I'm so sorry. The one 2 months ago I recorded. So basically, the first part was recorded a month after that voice, and then it's been a month after that I actually decided to upload it, as I was kind of lazy and I was revising. And anyways, now after all of this, Naruto would learn how to use the Rasengan and the summoning jutsu. Also, he would actually add the chakra nature, and he decided to add the lightning release to his Rasengan, as he thought that it'd be cool to know how to add lightning to his Rasengan. And anyways, now of course Naruto will now go on to well, he would now go on to the chunin exam finals and versus Neji here. Neji had really close to zero chance to, or close to not. It was a little small chance that he could catch Naruto off guard and win the fight. However, the odds were stacked up against him, as Naruto has a Sharingan if he really wants to go overboard, but he's not, as he doesn't want to expose his Sharingan yet, as he will tell everyone one day, but it doesn't seem like the fitting time for it to be revealed, as Neji is an easy opponent in his eyes. He could defeat Neji easily, and so he goes on to fight Neji. And anyways, now, wait one sec. Sorry. Now, of course, the next fight would be Sasuke versus Gaara, but Sasuke would be quite late in coming in, and now it would be postponed to the last fight, as the feudal lords would want to see Sasuke the last Uchiha fight more than anyone else, and the next fight would become Shikamaru's fight. Shikamaru would easily, well, he wouldn't easily defeat the Temari, but here he would have an easier time as he trained a lot more in this what if as well. And anyways, now on Naruto and Shikamaru would still give up on the fight as he doesn't really care about it. He knows he's won, and he doesn't want to boast about it by actually going through to winning, as he doesn't care, to be honest. He just can't be asked, as he showed what he's capable of, and that's enough for him. And he knows that if he was going to go up against anyone like Naruto, Sasuke, or Gaara, he would stand no chance, as maybe Shino and Kankuro, but against the other three, he really stood no chance, and he knew that, so he didn't even want to engage them, as it would be just a waste of his time. And how Shikamaru is quite lazy, and he'd rather not waste his time in something that he knows is a lost cause. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto and Team 7, Naruto would go on to watch Shino's fight. Here, Shino would still not fight, as he would go straight to the next part of the finals, as his opponent Kankuro gave up, and now Sasuke arrived. Sasuke arrived last minute, as they had to wait an extra 5 minutes as well. Those were the last 5 minutes given to Sasuke. If he didn't arrive by then, it would be a default win to Gaara, and luckily Sasuke was able to arrive by that time, and the fight would commence. Here, Sasuke is way stronger, as he's already developing the Kirin, as he already had. One second. Sorry. Sasuke would already be developing the Kirin, but he has created a new technique, which is much easier than using the Kirin, as he would have to go through a lot of processes to do that. And anyways, now, of course, Sasuke is able to break through Gaara's Sand Dome. We're going to skip most of the fight, as we already know how it ends. And to actually go overboard to end the fight, he would actually, for him to end the fight, once Gaara actually goes into his half Shikaku form, of course, that would make Sasuke use his trump card, and it would be the double serpent, the double lightning serpent, which is him creating two lightning snakes and biting onto Gaara's arms. And anyways, of course, Sasuke would bite onto, would make both snakes bite into Gaara's arms and paralyze him. However, it wasn't enough, as it wasn't enough to stop Gaara, as Gaara just used his tail beast powers to heal, as we know that the cloak would actually heal you, and Shikaku actually did have that ability too. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto would actually be worried for Sasuke's well-being, as or safety, as this could in turn kill Sasuke, since Gaara is a Jinchuriki and a rogue one at that, as he is in a state of rage, and he would kill if he wants to. He would 100% kill someone. And anyways, he goes for to attack Sasuke, but Naruto stops him on the spot. And of course, the Hokage is fighting Orochimaru on the rooftop. And anyways, once Naruto stops that Gaara from attacking Sasuke any further, Sasuke is already out of chakra at this point. He used the Sharingan a lot. He was fighting a lot. He used a lot of chakra in that last technique and tells Sasuke to get out of here and escape. As Sasuke knows that there is no way he can continue the fight now, as he's out of chakra, and he understands that Naruto has a much better, he has a much better chance in beating Gaara right now, as he's out of chakra completely and has no more chakra like Naruto. And anyways, now Naruto would go on to fight Gaara here, and in the end, Gaara would become the tail beast, or would go into his full tail beast transformation in the arena, and no one's there anymore. They've all been evacuated. Here, the genjutsu that was put on everyone was actually dispelled by Naruto himself. Naruto would actually go on to dispel the whole entire genjutsu on his own. And anyways, now, of course, everyone was evacuated, and in the end, Naruto would fight in front of the Jonin guy would help out, same as the Kakashi, and they were able to defeat Gaara. But now the Hokage would still use the Reaper Death Seal to take care of Orochimaru's arms. Of course, this wouldn't last so long, as Orochimaru would find a way around this, and basically the Hokage's death was kind of in vain, but it was good character development for a lot of people, especially Naruto, because he realizes that he let someone down. He couldn't save the Hokage, and even though he protected most of the village by actually stopping Gaara from destroying it or going on a rampage again inside the village this time, but still he wasn't able to save the Hokage, as he still died because of Orochimaru. And Naruto could have actually killed Orochimaru himself, as he fought Orochimaru himself. And anyway, now of course Naruto and Team 7 would mourn, or the whole village would mourn the death of the Hokage, but Naruto would still go on to find Tsunade with Jiraiya. During this training arc, or during this mission to find Tsunade, Naruto would actually perfect his Lightning Rasengan. Yes, he didn't perfect it. It was really small. It was like Boruto's Lightning Rasengan, the Vanishing Rasengan, and Naruto wanted a bigger one, like a normal size Rasengan that could vanish. That would be pretty good for him, or up to his standards at least, as he didn't enjoy having a really small one. It still did damage, but Naruto is more, he likes a bit more damage than, a little bit of damage still. Anyway, and the paralyzation is another plus to it. And anywho, if it's bigger, the more the opponent is paralyzed. Anyways, now Naruto would then go on to find Tsunade with Jiraiya, and Tsunade would actually badmouth the older Hokage, which pissed off Naruto, as Naruto wanted to become Hokage to actually complete his accomplish his dream, and Tsunade was like, "You're just a fool. You're never going to be able to do something like that." And Naruto gets pissed off and tells her to scrap with him, basically. And anyways, now of course they go out. Tsunade's kind of drunk, and here Naruto was able to impress Tsunade, and she saw that look Naoki and Dan had when they wanted to become Hokage, and that was the turning point for her, as she accepted to become Hokage. However, she told them about the plan to get rid of Orochimaru. However, Naruto said there is no point. They should just leave Orochimaru as he is, since he can't really do anything without his arms, and if they go, they might suffer some casualties. And anyways, of course, once Orochimaru comes to find Tsunade, he never finds her, and then he gets the news about her becoming the fifth Hokage. Once she becomes the fifth Hokage, of course, here Lee would still be healed, and Sasuke would still be invited to go with Orochimaru. And here is where the story is kind of weird, as Sasuke is still jealous of Naruto. He might be his best friend and everything, and how Sasuke respects Naruto more here. He still needs power. That's his ultimate goal, to gain more power, and kill Itachi. That's his goal in life right now. And he realizes that if he stays in this village, he's always going to be a step behind Naruto. Naruto's been trained by Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sanin, even though Kakashi is strong. Let's be honest, Orochimaru is stronger than Kakashi at this point of the story, and he knows that perfectly, as he was the only one able to actually go up against the third Hokage and actually, you know, kill him pretty much. That's Orochimaru is the reason why the third Hokage is dead in the first place. And anyways, now, of course, Sasuke thought about this, and in the end, he decided to go with them as Sasuke's well chakra depleted, as he had the pill of death. You know how he has to go through a near-death experience, or he has to die to gain the second state of the curse mark. And here is when Naruto feels Sasuke's chakra going from like normal levels to complete really really low to near death levels, and then disappearing as a whole, as it was out of his range of sensing, as Naruto had the tab on everyone's chakra in the village, and Naruto's already thinking as a Hokage. He's already keeping in touch with every single person's or every single villager's and ninja's chakra at this point, and that's how strong he really is. And he was actually meditating as he felt this, and he went out to search for Sasuke, and he saw, he went to his, room or his little apartment, and he saw a note on the table written, it was dedicated to his team, telling them that he will return. He's not leaving forever. He loves the village, to be honest. However, he hates that he's always a step behind Naruto, and he's not leaving because he hates Naruto. In fact, Naruto's the only motivation, one of the biggest motivations in his life right now. But he needs to gain more power, and he realizes that Orochimaru is the way to go right now, as he can provide him with everything he needs, and to kill Itachi, his ultimate goal. Naruto scraps the paper, and he was about to go out on his own to kill or to find Orochimaru, kill him, and bring back Sasuke. However, he realized that if he does this, he would, stop Sasuke from having a chance to get his revenge. And he thought about this, and in the end, he just went to Tsunade, showed her the note, sorry, and told Tsunade that there's no point of going after him. It's too late. They've gone too far. And he's already tried to search, which is a lie. He's already tried to search in the vicinity of the village, and they're way too far. He even went to the Valley of the End. There were nowhere there. And Tsunade understood, and Naruto said that 2 years and a half, he's leaving the village too. He's going to go on a mission. And just saying, the little Itachi thing, or little Akatsuki quarrel still happened in the village. I did forget to mention that. And anyway, now, Itachi and Kisame versus the Jonin of the Leaf Village, or the main Jonins that we know, Asuma, Asuma, my guy, Kakashi, and Kurenai. And anyways, of course, Jiraiya comes back the next day too with some information about the Akatsuki too, and he was already sending a letter. He already sent a letter about it, and he was gonna go more in depth with it and have a meeting with Tsunade about it as well. Since Naruto is one of their main targets, in fact, the biggest target, as he is the Nanto's Jinchuriki, or the host of the Nantos, and of course, Naruto tells her that he wants to go on a 2.5 year training, as this is what was written in the law note. He said that 2.5 years or to 3 years is what he needs. He believes that he needs to get enough strength. Naruto already knows that Itachi is willing to allow Sasuke to kill him. However, Naruto, remember, he has learned how to use self-regeneration, and he's been continuing his studies to help Itachi out. He told Tsunade everything that he knew about Itachi. Tsunade understood the whole entire story and the whole reason why Itachi is a rogue ninja in the Akatsuki, and he is actually a spy in the Akatsuki, protecting the leaf in the shadows as a Hokage. He's basically being a Hokage, but more in the shadows. He's the Shadow Hokage, basically. Of course, Naruto tells her his plan. He will be training, all of them will be training for 2 years and a half. they would all meet up with Itachi, as Naruto still keeps in contact with him. They would all meet up with Itachi, heal Itachi, and then when Sasuke arrives, they would still have their little fight. Or well, Sasuke wants, and in the end, of course, they will see who would win, but they would stop Sasuke from killing Itachi. As Itachi, if Itachi wins, there is no way he would kill Sasuke. But if Sasuke does start winning and wants to kill Itachi, Naruto will stop it himself. Of course, then they would tell him the whole entire truth about the Uchiha massacre and how certain circumstances led to this. Of course, this might lead to Sasuke hating the village. However, Naruto will make sure to make Sasuke turn. If Sasuke wants to destroy the village, he would make sure that to stop him and beat some sense into him. Of course, Tsunade understands where Naruto's coming from. She says that this is a reckless plan, a very reckless one. However, she sees that Naruto is the Jiraiya's student, and the next day Naruto leaves for his training Zo. Sakura would train with Tsunade to become the best healer that she can become and to be the best version of herself. And anyways, now, of course, this is where I'm going to end off. There will be a part 4. Yes, there will be a part 4. Usually I do 3-part series, but it's already been a half an hour, and really I can't be asked recording for an hour, let's be honest. I don't want to burn myself out. As I said before, I did burn myself out over the past year or so, how I uploaded like 300 videos, and every single day one video, and I'm going to be slowing down a lot. A lot. I will be taking some breaks. For example, I have exams coming up soon, end of November. For end of November, I might just stop uploading for like 3 weeks, as I have 2 full weeks of exams, and the mock exams, and they're very important. In case my GCSEs get cancelled, these will play a vital role in deciding the grade I will get. And it's just precaution, and I want to get a high grade in these mocks, as I don't want my parents to think that I'm stupid, because I am stupid. And anyways, I'll probably be revising now. But